So what's really needs to make a claim? Well, in essence, it's actually quite straightforward. Yeah, you need a UK-based trading corporation tax governed entity. So it just means that if you're a university or a charity, you can't claim. And so a good old-fashioned PLC limited company in the UK, trading, doing something, that's all you need to start with. That's the basics. And you need to claim a number on a corporation tax return with a signed set of accounts. And so, yeah, you can do a December 21 year end now because December's just finished, but you can't submit it until the accounts are signed off. So typically, claims won't for December 21 year ends won't go in until April, May time. But claims can be turned around very quickly. So what do you actually need from an R&D perspective? Well, a report for HMRC. They had told me, obviously over 22 years of talking to them, 3 things that will increase your chance of getting a claim looked at. 1, no report, because you've clearly not told them how, what, or how much. How have you come up with the projects that qualify and the costings? What are you actually claiming for? Tell us about it. And you don't need to tell them about every claim, every project, either. One of the previous claims I had up north, nuclear engineering company, 1,500 project lines, and then never mind the sub-project lines. Are we going to write about all of them? No, we write about 1 or 2, because the important big thing is the how. Tell them about the methodology. How have you come up with what you're claiming? Records, yes, you do need some records. You need to be able to back it up. We don't need timesheets. They're actually quite pragmatic in terms of what you need to be able to back that up. And there are other methods of record keeping and saying what you've worked on and who's worked on them. And that's okay. So it's actually quite straightforward. But more and more, you've got to make sure that in principle it's straightforward, but you've got to make sure you get it right, because there's an increased look by HMRC at wanting to make sure that they're not just losing money hand over fist. This is costing about 6 billion a year now, and so it's getting quite interesting from a treasury perspective. And especially on the SME side, it's very generous. You get 25% benefit essentially for SMEs, and they're tax paying 33% if you're wanting some cash back. And so very worth having a look at whether you qualify or not and making sure that it's everything you should be, but also very easy to get drawn into claiming for things you shouldn't. And so